Epcot is currently undergoing what Disney Parks chairman Bob Chapek described as the biggest transformation of any park that we've ever accomplished. The park will be getting an entirely reinvented core, new neighborhood designations for separate lands, new shows and experiences, and more. Let's dive into all of the new announcements made at the recent D23 Expo, as well as some of the rumors and opening dates for each of these editions. At last weekend's D23 Expo, a new Epcot logo was revealed, as well as new icons for each of the park's attractions and pavilions. The new logo resembles the original Epcot Center logo, but with some minor, curvier modifications. The attraction icons not only include classic icons, like those for Imagination and the Living Seas, but also new ones for additional experiences that have yet to open. One of the biggest changes coming to Epcot will be the introduction of neighborhoods. The World Showcase name will remain, but the term Future World is being dropped in favor of 3 new separate neighborhoods instead. These lands will essentially be new names for what used to be called Future World East, Communicore or Innoventions, and Future World West, sort of. Joining World Showcase, the other 3 neighborhoods will be World Discovery, World Celebration, and World Nature. World Discovery will contain rides like Test Track and Mission Space, along with the new Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster and the Play Pavilion. World Nature will include the Living Seas with Nemo and Friends, the Land, and a new Journey of Water garden attraction. World Celebration will be everything in the middle of the former Future World area, and include the entry area, Spaceship Earth, and a new festival center. Let's go through each of the 4 neighborhoods and talk about all of the changes that will be added in the coming years. Disney says World Celebration will offer new experiences that connect us to one another and the world around us. The removal of the Leave a Legacy stones and the return of a fountain that is reminiscent of the original Epcot Center fountain are things that were already announced earlier this year. One of the new announcements for this area is for upcoming changes to Spaceship Earth. The ride will remain a story through time. However, the theme of the attraction will once again be shifting. This time, the theme for the ride will be focused on the power of storytelling, replacing the current theme of inventing the future. Not many details were confirmed, but we do know that the ride will receive an entirely new narration and a new musical score. One of the new aspects of the updated version will be a magical story light that will guide us on our journey through the attraction. Some vague concept art was shown during last weekend's presentation that seemed to make it look like it could be achieved through projection mapping effects that travel across each scene as we move through them. Projection effects were previously rumored to be added to the attraction during its next refurbishment. No other details were given, including a closing and reopening date for the ride's redo. Rumors have the first half of the attraction staying mostly intact, as has been the case in previous updates. Usually, only minor changes happen from the first scene until the last third of the ride. Rumor has it this iteration will change everything from the invention of the printing press on, moving away from inventions and communication, and instead somehow focusing on storytelling. We'll cover more rumors and updates on this project as they happen. After exiting Spaceship Earth, you will enter a newly redesigned area called Dreamer's Point. This area will feature a new statue celebrating the legacy of the original dreamer, Walt Disney. It will also include natural environments and unique elements, including what Disney is calling a wishing tree and a story fountain. Making our way further into the center of World Celebration, a new pavilion will be built on our right, just before World Showcase. This large 3-level structure will be the official home base for Epcot's many festivals throughout the year. It will feature a unique design made up of a plaza level on the ground, a middle expo level, and a park that sits on the top level. The garden park level will also be utilized as a special viewing area for the nighttime lagoon shows. Heading to the right after leaving the center of World Celebration, we enter the World Nature neighborhood. According to Disney, this area is dedicated to understanding and preserving the beauty, awe, and balance of the natural world. It will include the existing pavilions, the Land, and the Seas with Nemo and Friends. A new addition for World Nature will be Journey of Water, inspired by Moana. This will be an exploration trail and garden area starting at World Celebration and leading to an area in front of the Living Seas. This walkthrough outdoor attraction, according to Disney, will invite you to play with magical living water. They claim that the water will have a life of its own, just like Moana's friend, the ocean, and you'll learn about the importance of the natural water cycle. We also learned that the previously announced Awesome Planet film, which will be replacing the former Circle of Life movie at the Land Pavilion, will debut in January 2020. On the opposite side of the park, World Discovery is filled with stories about science, technology, and intergalactic adventure come to life. This will be the home to attractions like Mission Space and Test Track, along with a couple new attractions set to open by 2021. The Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster finally has an official name, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, and Disney is calling it Epcot's first Otherworld Showcase Pavilion. Before we board the coaster, the attraction will start in the Galaxarium, a planetarium-like exhibition that explores the similarities and mysteries of the formation of Earth's galaxy and Xandar. During our exhibition about Xandar, the Guardians of the Galaxy arrive, and adventures across the cosmos ensue. This ride will feature Disney's first backwards-launched coaster. The coaster train vehicles will be able to rotate 360 degrees to focus your attention on the action throughout the ride. An opening date for the coaster was not given, but it's expected to open sometime in 2021. As I've previously reported, the official name for the new space restaurant being built at the Mission Space Pavilion will be Space 220. It gets that name because the restaurant is supposedly orbiting Epcot at 220 miles above the Earth's surface. To access the restaurant, guests will first need to board a special space elevator. Along the way, viewports, also known as screens, will give you a real-time perspective as you travel high above the planet. Once aboard, guests will dine with views of space through large picture windows, also screens. Space 220 is scheduled to open this winter. The new Play Pavilion is taking over the former Wonders of Life Pavilion, a space that has been utilized as the festival center in recent years. Themed as a digital metropolis, this multi-purpose space will feature hands-on activities for kids, character meet and greets, and some small-scale shows. It was announced that guests will have the chance to help fashion icon Edna Mode on her quest to rid the world of uninspired style, and make a splash competing in a water balloon fight hosted by Huey, Dewey, Louie, and Webby. The Play Pavilion is set to open in 2021 at the latest. Updates to the shows, a new attraction, and some opening dates were announced for World Showcase at the D23 Expo. Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, the new ride coming to the France Pavilion, has been confirmed for a summer 2020 opening. Summer 2020 will also see the debut of a new restaurant for the France Pavilion, La Crêperie de Paris, which will offer both table and quick service options, will be located in the same area as the new ride, behind the current pavilion. Also in the France Pavilion, the Impressions de France film will be joined by a new Beauty and the Beast sing-along show, debuting in January 2020. The new sing-along show will alternate with the original Impressions de France film throughout the day. Both of World Showcase's Circle Vision shows are being updated. The first to open will be for the Canada Pavilion. O Canada is being replaced with Canada Far and Wide in Circle Vision 360, which will be opening in January 2020. The show will feature new scenes and a new story. They did not, however, announce whether Martin Short will remain as host. For the China Pavilion, Wondrous China will take guests on an all-new journey across the country, filmed and presented in a completely seamless 360-degree digital format. This will mark a first for the Disney-produced Circle Vision films. An opening date for Wondrous China has not yet been announced. One of the biggest announcements was for an addition to the United Kingdom Pavilion. A full-scale recreation of Cherry Tree Lane from the Mary Poppins films will allow guests to step into the world of Mary Poppins. No details for this addition were revealed, other than this vague description. You will step in time down Cherry Tree Lane, past Admiral Boom's house, then enter number 17, home of the Banks family, where your adventure will begin. The vagueness of the description has led many to wonder if the attraction will merely be an enhanced meet and greet experience, similar to that of Enchanted Tales with Belle at the Magic Kingdom. We will follow this attraction as more rumors or information is released, so stay tuned. The long-running Illumination show will be ending on September 30th, 2019. Beginning on October 1st, Epcot Forever will take over. This limited-run interim show will celebrate the colorful history of Epcot and Epcot Center, featuring music and characters from classic and current attractions, as well as special effects and pyrotechnics. Epcot Forever will be, according to Disney, a celebration of what Epcot has been and what Epcot is going to become. In 2020, following the limited time run of Epcot Forever, the new Harmonious show will debut as the largest nighttime spectacular ever created for any Disney park. The description for the show says it will celebrate how the music of Disney inspires people around the world. It will feature familiar Disney tunes reinterpreted by a diverse group of artists from around the globe. Harmonious will include massive floating set pieces, custom-built LED panels, choreographed moving fountains, lights, pyrotechnics, lasers, and more. Guests will be able to get a closer look at all of these projects and more when the new Epcot Experience opens on October 1st, 2019, in the Odyssey building. We should expect to see a model of some of these changes, along with concept art and photo op dioramas for future attractions. Stay tuned for more news and rumors on all of these projects as they happen. If you like the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and consider becoming a patron for exclusive rumor news, early podcast releases, and more. Thanks for watching. See you next time. And I'm so sorry that I have a cold.